Hello everyone, I'm BVG Hill, and welcome back to another episode of Mass Effect 2. Now this time I figured we could get familiarized with the crew, you know, talk to them, see what's up with them. I'll show you guys what the mods have added and changed in this game, and read some messages on our terminal. How's that sound? Sound good? I hope so. Anyways, this is going to be like the first talking time and like getting acquainted with all the mods and stuff like that. The private terminal... Oh, right. This stuff's new, okay? We can access the Spectre Processing Center from our terminal now. A lot of this stuff is added by the Expanded Galaxy Map mod, which you can find on nexusmods.com. I don't know if it's good or bad yet. It sounds really good, but I haven't tried it. Like I said, this is the first time I've done it. So,
human. Spectre status recognized.
So yeah, as you can see, we can access that from here. What's this? We can customize the Normandy, which we'll do a little bit of. But also another thing it adds is it adds a lot of like status reports and battle summaries and stuff like that. So it actually makes you feel like things are actually occurring in the universe for this. So it'll tell you casualty rates and everything like that. From Alliance Fleet Operations, all Alliance military personnel. This is a galaxy-wide alert for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Hackett has declared threat conditions Saber 1. Enemy presence confirmed in Sol System. Earth under Reaper attack. All Alliance military personnel are directed to evacuate Sol System at first available opportunity. Do not attempt Earth approach. Heavy enemy resistance reported. Repeat, do not attempt Earth approach. In absence of further instructions, independent action is authorized. Commander Shepard, he's formally acknowledging our reinstatement into the Alliance. And they go really in depth with this, like referencing regulation numbers and everything like that. It's really cool, actually. With the Alliance stretched thin across the galaxy, we need your specific talents for a series of ops. These missions will open doors for the Alliance. It also adds these ops that they're talking about, which you can access from the other terminal next to this one that's also new, and you can get little war assets from doing like little text adventures. I don't believe it's added any actual like physical like run in and shoot shit missions, but you can make little choices, which makes it feel like you have more of a role in it. You know what I mean? So yeah, these missions will open doors for the Alliance in places we can't touch through conventional means. After they're completed, we can send in Alliance Marines to hold objectives. Priority mission, Eden Prime. Cerberus has attacked Eden Prime and is now occupying the colony. Alliance forces are stretched too thin right now to attempt to liberate the colony. But we've been doing what we can to covertly aid the local resistance. So this is like a little setup. Systems Alliance revised order of battles. Effective immediately, all personnel are required to report to their respective commands. First Fleet, Inez Linden. Fifth Fleet is Stephen Hackett. Okay, cool. Spectre Operations, Commander Shepard. As per Spectre Code and Alliance regulations, Normandy is authorized to operate under its own command. So this is like all of the fleets and ships and whatnot, and who is in command of them. I don't know how accurate that is. I have no idea. Alliance Intelligence Services. Per your reinstatement and Admiral Hackett's instructions, you've been granted access to the Alliance Intelligence Services database. This database is frequently updated with reports on major battles, conflicts, and other useful intelligence items. You've been cleared up to security level Cobalt 9. These documents are for your eyes only, and access is encrypted into your personal ID. So that's cool. Alliance News Network information partners. Citadel, where's the Quarian fleet? The latest intelligence shows that the Reapers are taking system after system at a feverish pace. Members of all races are fleeing their stations, colonies, and in some cases their home worlds. This kind of forced exodus might seem especially familiar to the nomadic Quarians, who were pushed off their homeworld by the synthetic Geth centuries ago. I'm going to skim through these, but I'll try to scroll through the whole thing, and if you want to pause the video and keep reading it, you can. Turian Alliance spokespeople cannot provide the fleet's current location. Whatever the Quarians are up to, they want it kept secret from the Council. Greedy and short-sighted powers will always try to gain the upper hand in times of galactic crisis. A regular column, read it. From Stephen Cortez. Commander, while we were docked at the Citadel, we received a large case marked for your personal attention. I scanned it, and it looks like it contains a lot of high-end weaponry. EDI reassures me it was stored by members of your former crew, but I still need your authorization. Let me know if you want to allow it on board. Accept delivery. So that's, I believe, new weapons and armor and stuff. And I didn't realize that a lot of this was done. Anyways, EDI, while we were in dry dock, Joker suggested that a small welcoming gift would be appropriate to have on hand. Should you be reinstated as commanding officer, as the ship does not have the capacity to accommodate the dancers he suggested, I chose something from the official Systems Alliance catalog. Soldiers who have held an N7 designation for 5 years or more are entitled to a commemorative hooded jacket. Okay, that's the DLC. Your VI, EDI, put in a request to me for a handful of N7 grade weapons. Happy to oblige. I led the engineers who retrofitted the Normandy when it was turned over to the Alliance. EDI kept me company when we were overhauling the Normandy's interior. She's a beautiful ship, Commander. I'll miss working on her. Best of luck. I left the guns in your weapons locker. From Glyph, this is Liara's assistant VI. Some of the data you found allowed me to research an upgrade for you. Simply access the terminal in Dr. Chisoni's office at your convenience, and you may choose how and when to implement it. Oh, EDI, with your command of the Normandy reinstated, I have compiled a list of Normandy's retrofits, including any issues that require your attention. Senior officers have resumed their duties, and additional Alliance staff are now assisting daily operations. Decks 1 and 2 ship management systems have been rerouted from the XO's office to the private terminals in your quarters and in the CIC. From there, the Normandy manifest will allow you to direct operations. So you can also assign different crew members to different things. I'm not entirely sure what that does. XO's office and resumed duties, science officers. Several upgrades were not installed prior to leaving Earth. Lieutenants Vega and Cortez have been assigned to the armory. Since when? Okay, that's telling us where everyone is. Shepard, a few weeks ago I found an interesting schematic for a fully automatic sniper rifle called the Indra. The set I commissioned has been delivered to the Normandy. You can find the rifle in the weapons locker. Okay, so we read through all that stuff. Now we can do this. What can we do? View squad abilities and change appearances. We want to do this. Cycle appearances for Liara. Hopefully one of these other appearances won't look quite so shit compared to that. Maybe if we put her in armor. Okay. Customize vehicles. Assign Normandy personnel. Let's see what this is all about. Holy shit. Executive officer, none. The executive officer is second in command of the ship. The XO manages the day-to-day operations of the ship and coordinates all organizational issues, reporting only necessary items to the commanding officer. A high degree of trust is required between CO and XO for the ship to run smoothly. If the CO is ashore or incapacitated, the XO assumes the CO's responsibility. So who do we want to be the XO? Oh, hell yeah, Joker. Of course I want Joker to be the XO. He's the frickin' pilot. It makes sense, right? Disability. He enlisted. Wow, there's so much information. Theft of government property. Piloting Normandy without orders. Disobeying direct orders. Oh my god. Yes, I want him to be the XO. Joker, you're the XO. Have fun. Marine officer. Marine officer is in charge of the ship's marine detachment, including internal security. During ground operations, he acts as a second to the ground commander and will assume command if his senior is incapacitated. Ground force is separated into different teams. He will usually act as leader of the second squad. Okay. We don't have anyone that can be that. So many choices! Oh my god! Marine detachment. Current strength is only enough to secure the war room. Select a lieutenant to recruit additional Marines. Okay, so we don't have view non-crew specialists. Yes? Oh, okay. Additional squad. In addition to their existing combat teams, the Normandy can call upon other specialists for specific missions. Old friends and trusted associates can be asked to stand by and be ready to join the ground teams if needed. I don't know what that means! I don't know what that means! There's so much stuff for me to get used to here. Customize vehicles? What the shit? Following the shuttle crash on Mars, the Normandy is without a backup vehicle. Requisition from the Alliance store. None available. Okay. Well, that's it for that. Holy shit, there's so much added by this mod. And on top of it, too, check out the galaxy map. It adds all the accessible systems from all 3 games. Conquered systems. Clusters already conquered by the Reapers can be accessed using the Normandy stealth drive. Search these clusters for survivors, salvage, and valuable intel. So yeah, as you can see, there is a metric shitload of additional systems on the map. And as I was saying, it takes every system that you could go to in all 3 games and puts them on the galaxy map. Now, the main missions will still only show up in the systems they're supposed to, obviously, in the core game. But all the extra systems aren't just added for flavor. Like, if you want to, you can go to them and you can scan and you can get extra war assets, find different things. And, I'm not going to go to every one of them, but I have read that going to the new systems that show up with the Reapers on it tends to be somewhat good for you to do. I couldn't think of a better word than good.
Commander.
Hi guys, how's it going? I took the liberty in between episodes to collect a lot of the models from last game because they kind of scatter themselves around, and I got my space hamster back too. This episode is going to be a little scatterbrained if you haven't already been able to tell that, but there's just so much to go over with this, and something I didn't really think to do is, you saw that the war assets are quite ridiculous with this mod installed, but at the same time, like I said, with multiplayer probably not being terribly popular anymore, this is a great thing, and I was hoping it was going to do this. But basically what it does, at least in the mod description, it says that it makes the war assets more realistic, if that makes sense. Like, I don't believe you got any war assets from getting the blueprints, and it makes sense that you should. You know what I mean? Shadow Broker Support Team, I feel like that wasn't in the original one. Mineral Resources, this makes sense. Yeah, I uncovered significant resources during that. With the Alliance, you can see this is huge, right? So, we got all the fleets that remain. I believe this is lore-friendly. The Scout Division, Marine Division, Allers, the Mechanized Division. A lot of these, I think, are new and added, but they should still exist, you know? Special Forces, this might be new, but I don't know. I don't think it is, because I don't remember seeing that in a cutscene, so I don't know how they'd get a screenshot for that. But I think this entire section here is completely new. Industrial and economic support. And this one right here I really like. I read this last time, and it basically is that the Citadel authorizes the Alliance fleet to get repairs and refuel at the Citadel if needed, and allows crew members to indulge themselves and maintain better morale. And it also added getting support from human colonies, which also makes sense, that the human colonies would be like, hey, you know, our home planet is getting completely fucked by Reapers, so we should probably send all the help we can, right? So, I mean, take what you will from the mod. A lot of people probably won't like it. They'll say, you know, it's breaking my immersion, it makes the game too easy. Well, for someone like me who's played through this game about frickin' at least 6 or 7 times, probably more than that in all honesty.
Commander.
It really helps to spice it up, make it unique, and like I've said several times, with multiplayer probably not being incredibly popular since it is a 4-year-old game, I really, really enjoy the fact that you can get more war assets with the Expanded Galaxy map mod. But let's just talk to everyone
Commander,
now.
You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
It's not their fault, man.
They're doing everything they can.
Did they at least validate our parking?
I'm sure they did.
Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them. You know, for old time's sake.
Good times. Anything else to say, Joker?
Commander?
No. Okay, that's fine. Joker has always been a man of few words. Hopefully all the things I've been saying about these mods have actually made sense. Let's talk to Trainer.
Commander, come to check on your new recruit.
Aye.
Just wanted to
What's
see
up?
how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
Edie could have helped.
Next time you need something, just ask. You're not alone here.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
No.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to break up plaque and massage the gums. It costs 6,000 credits.
That's one hell
Okay, yeah.
of a
You're on
toothbrush.
your own with that.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay.
Ah, you're a good lady.
Is there anything else?
And another thing, so many things to say. I got like a mod that overhauls the romance dialogue and makes it make more sense, I guess, and sometimes gives you more options, and it uses lines from other points in the game. So you might notice an extra option at the top left of the dialogue wheel every once in a while, like in the last thing I just said. That
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush.
You know.
We got bigger problems right now.
Oh, believe me. Seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying.
it's
But I
something.
won't help anybody by bursting into
That's
tears
always a
here in the
flirty
CIC,
option.
will I? Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers,
Yeah,
it's
you
you.
damn well better believe it.
If flagging your
trainer.
messages and managing strategic intel helps you in any way, then it's worth it.
This stuff will have to wait for another time.
Carry
I
on,
just want to get the
Specialist.
main stuff out of the way. Because we're already running out of time. There was just so much stuff to go over with all the frickin' mods and stuff. And there's also new terminals and new little things added all around. Like there's this computer here that adds training videos. I don't know what it does really. Review how to use powers. Review advanced power techniques, power combinations. It's basically just reviewing how to play the game, which I know how to do most of this shit. I might not utilize it often because I often forget about it, but you know. As far as I know, I don't think it adds anything else. Oh wait, yeah, there is something else over here. Okay, maybe not. There was last time, but I bought a bunch of stuff, so maybe it's gone now. But you can access that computer and you access the guy's browsing history, his shopping records, and you can buy some of that stuff. Like there were additional model ships. I got a model Hammerhead and a model Mako for my captain's
Commander?
quarters, which was cool.
Everything okay down here, Doctor?
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old Medbay.
One of the
Feels like
rooms that
home.
haven't changed all that
Welcome
much
back.
over time.
Thank you. Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
Why?
Nothing wrong with me, is there?
No, but we should keep an eye on all those cybernetic implants Cerberus grafted into you.
Okay.
Expensive stuff bringing me back.
And worth every penny. Let's just make sure everything is okay.
Sure. Better safe than
Guess a
sorry.
checkup
Let's
never
do
hurts. Just no scalpel this time, Doc.
Alas, to my great disappointment, it is nothing invasive.
it. Whoa.
I'm just going to run some
that flirting,
diagnostics
Doctor?
on your implants, and it'll take a few readings. Good. Your implants are showing little sign of rejection.
Nice.
Just keep up that positive outlook of yours, Commander, and your scars shouldn't return. That's it. You're the picture of health.
Good. Right. Once
See you
again,
around, Doctor.
investigate
care,
options will
Shepard.
have to wait because we don't have. Ain't nobody got time for all that right now. There's nothing added down there in the main battery. But we're gonna go talk to Liara and check out some of. Oh, hello. Some of her stuff. I knew this cutscene was gonna happen, so I didn't check it out last time at all. I like what you've done with the place. Sure you could be the shadow broker from this tiny room?
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone 95% of the
So
time.
he calls you Info Drone when
If you
she's
have
pissed.
a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office.
Okay.
It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
meeting with the council didn't go too well, huh?
It was less than ideal.
I'm shocked.
At least the council can't deny the Reapers exist. But I'm not sure how much comfort that is while they bicker over which portion of the galaxy to save.
Yeah.
Becoming the big info brokers turned you into a real cynic, Liara. I like it.
I'm flattered. I think.
Okay, let's look at this thing. All right. Baron has persuaded his contacts to ship an armor mod kit to the Normandy. Technically illegal in Citadel space, the kit's Omnigel converter and manufacturing fabricator can make a one-time modification to Shepard's armor, improving shield strength or adding thermal clip compartments. I believe they added more of these things too. Shield strength, or I'm going shield strength, man. I'm a soldier. I need to be tanky as hell. Intel and cybernetic upgrades. Oh. None. Okay, never mind. Old stuff. Alright, Liara, let's chat.
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
That's very true.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Right. Makes sense. Agreed.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. This will be difficult even for us. If something happens on a mission, if either one of us are hurt, I'll always remember that tour of the Normandy. But let's be honest, Shepard. It's been more than a half a year. Should we continue where we left off?
Absolutely we should.
I'd like that more than anything, Liara.
You kidding me?
Good. I was getting worried.
Good.
There were a lot of reasons I was happy to see you on Mars.
I'd like that list. But later? There's so much left to do. I'm working with EDI. Hopefully we can discover what the Protheans left for us.
Sure, it was a lot of
I'm
sexy
looking forward
reasons.
to talking about something other than business. Maybe later?
I guess. I mean, why couldn't we now? No?
Hello again, Shepard.
Oh. Alright. Investigate options. Gotta wait.
Of course.
Because we still got 3 more people to check in with? Up to. I don't think there's anything new
How's
down
your new
here.
assignment working out, Allers?
Fairly normal, except for the unshackled AI, Matriarch Benezia's daughter, and the communicator that can reach Earth.
Of course.
The first 2, I can deal with.
You're top of the line.
That last one gets my attention.
Right.
So what are you asking
The
for?
least
exactly?
crazy option gets your
Anything
attention.
from Earth is the lead story right now. That's not opinion, it's fact.
Maybe I can pass on a few non-classified progress updates.
Seriously? You just doubled my ratings.
Oh.
I don't need FaceTime, just a data upload.
Get us support.
Tell people what's really happening on Earth. We need long recruiting lines on every planet after you air a story.
I can do this, Commander. Remind me to tell you about the time I made an Elcor cry.
That's impressive.
Commander.
That's impressive as hell, actually. And we have Engineer Adams. What's up, buddy? It's good to have you back.
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
And what do you think of the upgrades that Cerberus put in?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
Why?
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chalk was contacting me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Why?
Why didn't you join us?
I saw what happened to you when the Normandy went down. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus. Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post, you know?
Yeah, you don't have to apologize to me,
Alliance
Adams.
first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you.
Yeah, if Shepard had a choice,
Glad to be aboard.
it probably wouldn't have worked. Carry on.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
I'm just doing my rounds, saying howdy hey to everybody. A couple other things it added is it added the hydraulic decking, which raises and lowers. I'll show it to you here. Raises that thing back there, which is kind of cool. Weapon upgrades are normal. It added this, the stereo control down here, I think. I think that's new. And it adds this little thingamajig. brings the weapons out, which is kind of neat. Moving right along. Everything else is fairly standard.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Hey, at ease, man.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. What's going on?
I'm the least formal
Sorry to
commanding
just jump
officer
in,
you'll ever
Commander.
meet.
There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
He's always like that. You need to chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos. Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
Nice.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So,
Fair enough.
You're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar
And
with
Joker's
the
probably
operation
better, no
maintenance
offense, man.
of the T-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. In my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
Yeah.
To save the day, pendejo.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
All right.
Keep
Keep
the
it real.
hard work, but don't kill yourself.
Yes, Commander.
All right. Just very, 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 very briefly, we'll go over a few of the other things that are added here, all right? So the new weapons, a lot of them you probably saw. I believe the Indra's new. And I want to say I'm honestly not sure. There's so many damn weapons in this. But anyways, that's all. This is most of this stuff you've seen this episode, if I could get a sentence out correctly, has been added by the Expanded Galaxy Map mod. It's absolutely massive. I think it was like a 2 gigabyte download, which for a mod is ridiculous, right? We also have new armor sets, which are pretty cool. The Garmer set, which this is the majority of it. This is the armor I'll be wearing on missions. But the cool thing about the armor sets added is you could just equip the whole thing, or you could equip pieces of it. Which I guess you could do with the N7 armor too as well. But anyways, it's the Garmer, and it adds the... what else does it add? The N-Class Specialist, which uses this helmet and has a bunch of other stuff to it. And all these sets have really cool upgrades and whatnot. But equipping the new armors this way is really interesting because you can actually put different pieces of armor onto it. You know what I mean? Like you can add the N7 leggings over the Garmer set, which kind of looks really funky, but it does some really cool stuff. So I don't know if it's really worth it or not particularly, but I keep it off because I'd rather it look good. And that's basically, as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know, that's the extent of what the mods add, at least to the Normandy itself. And we'll see more of what it adds as time goes on. And we got one more person to talk to.
Hey, Shepard. How'd it go with the council?
Pretty good.
Same as usual. Non-committal, unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
Oh yeah. We're going to Palaven's moon, actually.
We want to rescue a Turian Primarch from Palaven.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld.
The moon, actually.
You come down here for something? Or are you just looking?
Just came to say hi.
Thought I'd come down to chat.
Great. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that.
So hit me up with the deets, yo.
Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, I can dance.
Okay, Lola.
Lola.
Let's do this.
Don't let my good looks fool you, Vega. I got my share of scars.
You're about to get your ass kicked.
You remind me of my old CO.
Oh, yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
Oh, I'm totally sucker punching your ass.
Nice.
What do you mean, was?
Died. With most of my squad.
Now I see why you wanted to fight while talking about this.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them.
Right.
I chose the intel.
Whoop. Dodged, bitch.
Sorry. That's a tough call.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel in the end. Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire collector homeworld.
Right.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
I do.
I do.
You a shrink too?
No, but that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So, maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war.
Boom!
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey. Thanks for the dance, Lola.
I like it.
Lola, huh?
You kind of look like a Lola. Commander.
Whatever floats your boat, I guess, right? Anyways, I'm gonna get back up to the CIC, and then we're gonna have to end this episode here. I'm sorry if it was kind of all over the place, but as you can see, I had quite a lot of shit I wanted to cover. But thank you very much for watching. Remember, if you want to download the mod, go to nexusmods.com and look up the expanded galaxy map. It's absolutely incredible. It's great. But yeah, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to follow the channel on Twitter. Link in the description down below for updates when I upload videos, when I live stream on Twitch, random ass shit, like if a video is not going to come out or something like that. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to hit that like button down below. If you really enjoyed it, make sure to hit that subscribe button that's also down below for more content from me. Feel free to leave me a message, letting me know what you thought, what you liked, what you didn't like, and any suggestions for games that you would like to see me play in the future. And last but most certainly not least, if this video just blew your mind, most definitely be sure to share this video with your friends, your family, your loved ones, random people you meet on the street or the internet, whatever floats your boat, and I will see all of you in the next one. See you later.